Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the New York Jets franchise on Madden 20 for the PC. Today brings us quite possibly the toughest game of the season. And Kansas City sits at 2-2 on the season, and none of the analysts can figure out why. They have arguably the best quarterback in the game in Patrick Mahomes, a very strong running game behind Duke Johnson Jr., and a defense that is very strong against the run. It would seem as though it might be another week that Jackson and Jacobs find little room to run the ball. If Sam Darnold is all in today, the passing game may be where the Jets can make a dent in this Chiefs defense. The really big question is, when it comes to Kansas City, when will they start playing like the talent on their squad indicates that they should? Will it be today against a squad that had a really good outing last week against the Bills? Let's find out as the Jets take on the Chiefs here in MetLife Stadium on the Football Freaks Sports Network. Daniel Carlson tees it up and gets us underway here in MetLife. Freddie Richardson takes a knee in the end zone and it comes out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes has 9 touchdowns on the season, over 1,000 yards already, and is quite possibly the best in the business. Now from the shotgun, Johnson in the backfield with him, the fake, and it's going long and incomplete. The ball bounced around quite a bit before it finally fell to the turf. And there is the offensive starters for the Chiefs, Johnson being a big part of that offense going forward here, and we'll see quite a bit of that today. Another fake, and the ball is passed to Johnson out of the backfield, and he gets out to the 36. Now 2nd and 6, and Johnson gets the call again and is tackled by Blake Cashman just short of the sticks, bringing up 3rd and inches, and rookie JoJo McGee picks it up, tackled by Williamson. That brings up another 1st and 10, and the ball going long and caught. Josh Reynolds making a leaping catch at the 29-yard line, puts the Chiefs in excellent field position and scoring position, and it's a catch over the middle to wide open Sammy Watkins. 2nd and goal now. Mahomes lets it fly, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Jamal Adams with the catch, a flag on the play. There's an ineligible man downfield. Eric Fisher is the guilty party, and that is a 1st down for the Jets out at the 20-yard line. Darnold back to pass, completes this one to John Ross, and he doesn't get the 1st down, but it's close, and Jackson barrels up the middle, and he gets the 1st down. There you see last week's numbers, 12 touches for 72 yards and a touchdown, and he's going to try and improve on that today. Arsenault catches that one for another 1st down out to the 43, 2nd and 10. And this one is caught by Chris Herndon for another Jet 1st down. Moving down the field quite easily, Darnold on the go, and he gets sacked. Frank Clark gets to him back across the 50-yard line at the 48. And that brings up 2nd and 17. Darnold back to pass again, throws, and that is defensive interference. Kendall Smiley trying to cover Chris Herndon, and it just doesn't happen that way. So it's 1st down at the 37. Jackson on the run, headed left, and he gets to the 32. 3rd and 5. The pass goes out to Thomas, and he gets the 1st down across the marker at the 25. Now 3rd and 10. Darnold back to pass, has all day, and finds finally Thomas for a first down at the 10. He seems to be getting an awful lot of targets here on this first opening drive. 2nd and 12. Darnold back to pass, and he gets sacked yet again. Back at the 18-yard line, Terrence Polk avoiding Jackson and making the stop in the backfield. And that brings us to the end of quarter number 1 with no score in MetLife Stadium. Now on 3rd and 18. The pass. Oh, another pass interference call intended for Mecole Hardman. Another rookie, Ronald Casey, is the guilty party. And that gives the Jets a first down at the 6. Darnold backpedaling and finds Carl Arsenault in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Right over the top of Bryce Armstrong. And I have to say, Darnold looked very efficient on that drive. Here comes Patrick Mahomes on his first drive, had the ball intercepted. Obviously not wanting that to happen again. Out of the shotgun at the 25. Back to pass, and he throws complete out of the backfield. That's Tank Whitaker for a first down out to the 38. Duke Johnson gets the call, heads left, and he's out to the 44 before he's stopped by Jordan Jenkins. 2nd and 4, complete across the middle to Doctson, and that gives the Chiefs another first down. Now 2nd and 7, a flag on the play, complete to Kelsey, but was this coming back? No, it's an offside call on the Jets, and it's Lorenzo Carter, the guilty party. That gives the Chiefs a first down at the 35. Doctson again for the first down to the 25. The Chiefs moving it down the field. The pass out to Richardson, and he is stopped by Robert Ramirez in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. Again, over the middle, it's a completion to Reynolds, but it's 3rd and 2 at the 17-yard line, and the ball is given to Johnson. He doesn't make the first down. Robert Ramirez is down. He's being escorted to the locker room. This is not good to see. Harrison Butker comes on for a 39-yard field goal, puts it through. It is 7-3 in favor of the Jets. Now Darnold throws over the middle, complete to Ross out at the 36. And after a holding call, it's now 1st and 20, and that one is intercepted. Tyrann Mathieu makes the catch, and Ross tries to hang on, but he gets tackled around midfield, and that puts the Chiefs back in excellent field position. Now 2nd and 10. Duke Johnson to the left. Lots of room. Fakes out Marcus May. And he's down to the 32. And the Chiefs are now in scoring position again. Doctson makes the catch in the flats, and Mason is there to tackle him for a 2-yard loss. Now on 3rd and 11. The pass goes to Kelsey. He has the first down inside the 20-yard line. Finally tackled by Adams at the 17. And Johnson takes it up the middle, and he's inside the 10. That brings us down to the 2-minute warning. And now let's get an update from Eurocat Baby.
There are a couple of things that I need to update everyone on. The first is the injury to Jets cornerback Robert Ramirez. He dislocated his elbow and will be out for at least 5 weeks. His backup is Perry Nickerson, who's been playing a lot of downs anyway, as New York tries to keep the defense fresh, but he's just received a ticket to play a lot more. Another thing that New York is trying to accomplish this week is getting a player development upgrade. Wide receiver Carl Arsenault, that played a really good game against the Bills last week, has the opportunity for an upgrade this week. He needs either 2 touchdowns or a 100-plus yard game, and he will get to move up a development level to star status. The way the offense is playing, a 100-plus yard game may be really difficult, but he already has 1 touchdown, so we need to see if he can get in the end zone again, and the upgrade will be complete.
Thanks for that update, and I know Ross is just a little disgruntled with the lack of targets that he's received the last couple of games. So this should be interesting to see unfold. Now from the 9, 2nd and 2, Mahomes back to pass, completes it again to Kelsey, and he's tackled at the 2. 1st and goal, Chiefs. Johnson on the power run, and he's tackled just before he gets into the end zone. And there, oh man, wide open into the end zone. Nobody was on the right side of the line of scrimmage for the Jets, and Johnson just almost walks right into the end zone for the touchdown. The score now is KC 10, the Jets 7. Darnold backpedaling. He's sacked. Oh, he fumbled the football. And it's picked up by Jackson, but all the way back at the 11-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 24. The pass is short and picked off. Darnold just didn't throw it deep enough, and there was Trayvon Mullen to intercept the ball and takes it back to the 30-yard line. Now Mahomes back to pass, and it's complete to Kelsey down at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 7. The pass complete to Kelsey again, doesn't get out of bounds, and they have to burn a timeout. Mahomes throws into the left flats. Kelsey again, and it doesn't get out of bounds again. 2nd and 6. Mahomes back to pass. Completes it to De La Rosa, and the 2 and time runs out. Oh, what bad clock management, and the Chiefs come away empty on that one. So 10-7 is your score at halftime. As was expected, the Jets are having a really hard time running the ball, and Sam Darnold has proved to be less than effective in this first half, throwing for just under 50 yards and 2 interceptions. What adjustments will be made in the locker room? New York must improve the offensive play and get this game under control. Stay tuned to find out if they can get it done, as we'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium for second half coverage of our game between the Jets and the Chiefs. Kansas City is moving the ball well, and the 2 interceptions haven't helped anything. The Jets' defense hasn't been able to hold the Chiefs in check, and when the offense has the ball, it seems like way too many mistakes are being made. Can New York change that here in the second half? Let's find out. Greg Rice had a short return, so the Jets start out at their own 17. Darnold on a high snap gives off to Jacobs, and he breaks tackles and is out for a first down to the 29-yard line. Making a 10-yard surge after contact, he seems to be running a little more effectively than Justin Jackson. Darnold on the go, throws, and it's complete and out of bounds to John Ross at the 49-yard line. Now 2nd and 7, to throw across the middle for another first down to Jordan Thomas at the 28. The Jets try and end around, and it is bottled up. Carl Arsenault can't get anywhere. That leaves 3rd and 14. And Darnold throws to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by Mullen, and on for a 49-yard field goal is Daniel Carlson, and it's good. 10-10 is your score. Midway through the third quarter, the Chiefs are now at the 35-yard line, and Duke Johnson takes, what a fake, around Brian Poole, and he gets out to the 44 for a 9-yard pickup. 3rd and 1, and it's complete to Sammy Watkins for the first down inside Jet territory at the 48. And a fake handoff, Mahomes to Doxson on the left side, and he's out of bounds at the 27. Mahomes throws out to Doxson again, only this time on the right side, and he's tackled at the 25. Trey Hendrickson is down. He's at least on the sideline, and that means that he might be okay. Not sure. We'll have to follow up on that. Johnson takes it inside the 20-yard line. It's now 3rd and 2, and incomplete. The pass knocked away by Jenkins. The 4th and 2, and the offense is going for it, and Johnson gets the first down just barely. Now 2nd and 8 at the 14. Watkins with the catch over the middle, and it's 3rd and 1. Actually inches to go, and Kelsey gets the first down with a catch in the right flat. Now from the 6-yard line, the throw into the end zone, touchdown, Josh Reynolds. What a perfectly thrown ball by Mahomes. Poole was just a step late, and that's all it took. You see there on the replay, both feet were down in the bounds in the back of the end zone. So the score is 17-10, and Ross catches that one for a first down. And Ronald Casey is down and injured for Kansas City. The throw again to Ross, and is that a first down? The quarter comes to an end, 17-10, and 3rd and 7 now. Darnold throws over the middle, complete to Thomas to the 40-yard line of the Chiefs. One almost has to think that he's being ignored in this football game, because he sure is getting targeted a lot. And up the middle goes Jacobs, and he's to the 35. 2nd and 5. Darnold drops back on the move to the right and completes this one down the sideline to John Ross. Finally tackled at the 13-yard line. Jackson now in the backfield, gets the football on a delay handoff, and he gets out to the left side. Only a 3-yard gain, though. Darnold drops back on 3rd and 7 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Carl Arsenault. If I'm not mistaken, that is his 2nd touchdown of the game, and that will give him his upgrade that Eurocat Baby was talking about. The score is 17-17, and Johnson goes up the middle and gets an 8-yard gain. The handoff again goes to Johnson. He has a big gain out to the 46-yard line and a first down. Fielding a high snap. The handoff goes to Johnson, and he's up the middle across midfield to the 47, 3rd and 3. And, oh my goodness, that was close to being knocked away, but a catch nonetheless. From the 31, Mahomes back to pass, completes it again to Watkins. He's down to the 20-yard line. Johnson up the middle. He's inside the 15, 3rd and 2. Back to pass. Mahomes has all day, and that one is knocked away by Jordan Jenkins. 4th and 2. And Butker comes on for the short field goal, and it's up and good. Kansas City takes the lead 20-17 with 3.5 minutes to go in this football game. Darnold drifts left, passes, and that is pass interference on the defense, and that is Victor McKnight drawing the flag. Jacobs up the middle, and man, was he close to breaking that one all the way. But it's 1st and 10 at the 44. Darnold again throws and draws the flag. Pass interference on the defense. Victor McKnight again. The same pattern, and I don't know if he can cover Carl Arsenault very well coming across the field like that. Ross gets to the 13-yard line for a 1st down. Up the middle with a zig here and a zag there goes Justin Jackson down to the 5. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 2. And he takes it the rest of the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As you'll see here on the replay, former Jet Darren Lee tries to make the stop before he gets into the end zone, but Jackson just breaks the plane. And it is 24-20. And Patrick Mahomes has a minute 51 left to work with here in this 4th quarter. And that one is a 1st down across the middle to Sammy Watkins. Mahomes drops back, lobs one up for Reynolds, but it's knocked away. Brian Poole on the coverage. Mahomes again. This time it's a screen pass. Johnson is taken down after a short gain, and they take a timeout. 4th and 5, and it's complete to Johnson in the right flat to the 46-yard line. 46 seconds left, and that one is complete to Reynolds to the 29-yard line and a 1st down. The Chiefs use their 2nd timeout. Mahomes is sacked. Frankie Louvu gets to him back at the 36, and they use their last timeout. 10 seconds left on the clock. The throw is incomplete, bounces off the pile inside the 5, and that leaves 5 seconds left on the clock. The throw again is complete, this time to Kelsey, and he's tackled at the 3. Time runs out, and the Jets get away with a win here at home against the Chiefs, 24-20. Talk about coming down to the wire. If Kelsey would have been just a couple of yards closer to pay dirt, this would have been a victory for Kansas City. Now, if the Chiefs would have had better time management at the end of the 1st half, who knows if a score would even have been necessary for them at the end of the game. As it stands, though, KC falls to 2-3 on the year, and New York improves to 4-1. The 2nd half, I would say that Darnold really showed his experience because he took advantage of the middle of the field, drawing at least 2 defensive pass interference calls that I'm aware of anyway. That, coupled with the fact that the Jets improved dramatically in their 3rd down conversion percentage, that helped to keep some drives alive for New York. In all 4 of their wins, the Jets have been a 2nd half team. They've outscored their opponents 86-17, and it really doesn't surprise me that they're sitting at 4-1. Mahomes threw for just over 300 yards, and KC gained just over another 100 yards on the ground. So the Chiefs won that battle. However, the scoreboard showed a 4-point deficit at the end of the game, and that's what counts when everything is said and done. Darnold had another mediocre day, which is why it's understandable that he's down in most of the stat categories. The bright spot for him is that according to his overall, he's the number 7 quarterback in the league and falls in the top 4% of all quarterbacks. We're still waiting for him to live up to what his ratings say that he should be, but 4-1 on the season is kind of hard to argue against. Duke Johnson almost reached the century mark running the ball, and if either Jackson or Jacobs want to move up in the stat category list, they're really going to need to up their game. John Ross had a better than average day, going for over 100 yards in a 7-catch effort, but Arsenault earned his upgrade with 2 touchdowns, but not even coming close to having a 100-plus yard day himself. It just goes to show he needs to have a few more touches in the ball game. Defensively, Jamal Adams had himself another career day with 13 tackles and an interception in the end zone that would have been a sure score for the Chiefs. Perry Nickerson had a 6-tackle performance and did an outstanding job in relief of Ramirez. It'll be interesting to see how he does over the next few weeks because Ramirez will be sidelined with that dislocated elbow. Things are tight in the AFC East and don't look as if they'll get any looser in the next few weeks. The Dolphins and Jets are both 4-1, and the Pats are right behind at 3-2, and that is the next challenge for the Jets. This will be the second game with New England, and they're going to get that rivalry out of the way early in the season. Even though this game is an at-home game for the Jets, the odds makers have this as a toss-up game, and I think Deshaun Watson has a lot to do with it. And of course, there is Stephon Gilmore as part of the Patriots' pass defense. The last time that these teams met, it was a 21-point victory for the Jets in Gillette Stadium. Will there be a repeat, or will the Patriots be ready for a revenge game? That's going to do it for this week's episode of the New York Jets franchise here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications of new videos as they come out. The Jets made a solid comeback in the second half today. The defense stepped it up a bit, but it was the improved play of Darnold that led to the win. Unless the linebacking crew for the Pats can make a major impact, the Jets should be able to make headway next week in the run game. Darnold, in the first half anyway, was very sloppy with handling the ball, misreading his throws badly at times, and it cost him dearly. Will that be a problem when New England comes knocking at the doors of MetLife Stadium, or will he play like he did here today in the second half? To find out, be with us as the Jets play host to the Patriots. And until then, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.